Hi, I'm Donna Jory Asher. I'm the author of quite a few different things. I've got a chick lit book, I've got a cozy mystery series, a fantasy trilogy, a sci-fi cozy mystery, and what I want to talk to you about today is something I'm very, very excited about, and that is my new series that I'm just starting work on now, which is the Demon Bounty Hunter series. And what I want to do today is I wanted to show you the covers, so this is kind of like a cover reveal video. Ta-da! Anyway, I actually, every time I write a book or I write a series, it happens differently. And that's what I love about this process. It's very magical. Sometimes I have everything planned out from the beginning. Sometimes I just start writing, like I have no idea. Like the third book in the War Fairy trilogy, I just started writing Fairy Revenge. I had no idea. I just came up with this first scene. I just started writing the first scene and went from there. And it was perfect. Everything happened in the way it should. It was structured correctly. There was no saggy middle, and I had a couple of problems that I was grappling with how to solve, and it just all naturally unraveled with just writing, just totally pantsing it. Other times I have all the scenes planned out and I have them on scene cards and I write as I go. But even then characters just come to life that I hadn't planned on. But this time I went a different way. I found the covers first. So I got these covers pre-made from the amazing Melody Simmons, and I was actually, when I found her, I was looking for someone to redesign my Fairy Born and Fairy Revenge and Fairy Forged covers, which she did. I paid her to redesign them. So what you see now is probably her work. Now, I was eyeing off this pre-made series that she had, so it was 3 book covers, but the girl had blonde hair, so it wasn't going to work for me. Plus what she was wearing wasn't quite what Izzy was wearing. There was no fur, it was just black leather, but there was no fur or anything like that they wear in the War Fairy trilogy. So I kind of looked at the girl and I thought, I really loved this covers, I loved the colours, I loved the look of it, I loved what she was wearing, I loved sort of what she was putting over. She was a little bit older, maybe in her 30s, but it wasn't right for what I needed right then. But I couldn't stop thinking about her. And then one day I was going for this walk along the cliff tops near the beach, the coast near here, and it was a really windswept day, and it was very emotive, and there was like rainstorms coming through and wind, and it was turmoil and stuff flowing through the air, and I came up with this idea, and it was her. She had stayed with me since I'd seen those covers, and she was now telling me who she was and what she wanted, and she wanted me to write her story. So her name is Mel, and she's a demon bounty hunter. Now, she's not a demon, she's a witch, but she's a bounty hunter that brings in demons that have stayed in our world for too long. So it's kind of witches based in a human-based world. And I'm very excited about it. So what I want to do is take you over now and show you these covers that I've had. So I had to, so basically, I lost track of what I was saying then. So I found these covers, right? And then she came to me, told me the story, I went back to Melody, and yes, the covers were still available. So then I had to come up with the names for them, because I didn't want to sort of like be going back to her in 3 or 4 years' time when I was writing the third one, if it took me that long. And so, okay, I've got the name for the third one. So I decided that I had to come up with the whole story arc from the very beginning, which is another thing I haven't done before. Even when I wrote the War Fairy trilogy, I did the first book and then went, oh, okay, what are we going to do in the second book? And then, okay, how does this end up now, the third book? So this time I'm actually spending time world building. So meaning I have to work out all the rules for the magic of the world and how it all works so that it works. It's like congruent through the 3 books, and then what I need her to be able to do in the climate scenes in maybe book 3 or book 2, she can do. So I need to work out all the rules for the magic and how the world works, and whether or not the humans know about witches, and how witches, how does their magic work? Is it like fireworks and crackers, or is it just earth magic, or do you know what I mean? All this sort of stuff I have to work out. So I have to work out the rules for the world, but then I have to also work out the story arc for the whole trilogy as well as for each book before I can start writing. And to do that, I had to do that to come up with the names of the books, so it all made sense to me, which I have done. So I'm going to take you over now into my computer and show you the new covers for my new series, the Demon Bounty Hunter series, which I'm very excited about. Okay, so here they are. So this is book 1 in the Demon Bounty Hunter series, The Making. This is book 2, The Joining. And this is book 3, The Banishing. So I'm not going to tell you any more about them or why I called them that, but it's going to be a great story. I hope you love these covers as much as I do. Isn't she gorgeous? And I love the reds, and I love her outfit. It's right up my alley. I don't like, I like my heroines to be fully covered. It doesn't make sense to be fighting beings that maybe could throw fire or that have swords and stuff and not have full body cover on. It just doesn't make sense to me. Anyway, so that's why my girls are normally pretty well covered up. So that's book 3. I'll just show you again. Book 1, the making. Book 2, the joining. And book 3, the banishing. Now, at the time of recording this video, obviously I haven't actually started writing it, but by the time you find this video, maybe they are available, maybe book 1 is out. So below this video, there will be a link. It will either take you to my author page on Amazon where you can go and check out to see if the books have been released, or we'll come back and actually put a link here to go and check out The Making, the first book in the series, once it's done. So I hope you enjoyed this video of this cover reveal for the Demon Bounty Hunter series. I'm very excited about it, and I'm going to go and get cracking and get back to work.